All right. Good evening, everybody. How are you? Courtney, Lindsay, and Shonté coming to you this evening with our first baby sprinkle video. Shonté, we're so excited to have you. We've known you for a while. You've been on our contributing team as well, and you've been at our previous Bloom events. You are a international board certified lactation consultant, and you're with YOLO Breastfeeding. And this is something that I wish I would have known about when I had my 3 children, because this is an amazing service that you offer. So I will kind of let you introduce yourself to our audience, and we'll get started with some questions.
Yes, I am Shonté. Like she said, I am a board certified lactation consultant. I recently became a birth doula, and I'm also a postpartum doula. So
look at you.
I'm out here juggling these hats.
Yeah, where are your hats? You need like 5.
So yeah. I guess also too, childbirth educator. Gosh. So yeah, I'm trying to like one-stop shop you all in one time. So but yeah. I do home visits. I have an office, but I get it. I rarely use it. Most moms want me to come to their homes. And so it's great because then you can kind of feel and get comfortable and used to it right there in the comfort of what you in your own environment. So yeah, that's what I do.
I love that. Yeah, I mean, the topic, especially if it's your first child, it's a little awkward. I mean, we're talking about your boobs, and it's a very personal area, especially for those of us like myself who a little modest, didn't want anyone in there, but also needed the help. So that's where you come in, which I think is wonderful.
Thanks.
Yeah, awesome. All right, well, we have some questions that I think we've gathered from our readers, and questions that I had myself as a new mom, and we're gonna kind of put them out there and hope that it covers everything that people are wondering about what you do and the services that you offer. But if you guys have any other questions as you're following along, or if you look back at this and think, oh my gosh, I have a question for Shonté that I didn't get in during the live, please comment below. We're happy to answer them as we go forward. That's why we're doing this. That's why Shonté's here. That's why we're doing the Baby Sprinkle event, so you can be well informed about all these things. So awesome. Okay, so is it common to have a low or even uneven milk supply?
Yeah, I will say it's common for one breast to make more milk than the other. So that's completely normal.
Good to know.
It's normal. Yeah. Most moms will make enough milk to feed their baby. So there's a small percentage of moms who will not have an adequate supply, and that's usually because of some type of health issue or breast surgery or something like that.
Okay. And you work with those mothers, or you can work with them or field them to the resources to be able to help them should they like to continue breastfeeding?
Yes.
Okay. Amazing. That was definitely me in the beginning. I was like lopsided a little bit. And with my first, and I didn't know, I thought, is this normal?
Yes. And babies tend to favor one side more than the other also. So
yeah. That's good. All right. Awesome. So this is a common problem that so many women have, and I feel like it is one of the number one reasons why they give up breastfeeding. What if your child doesn't latch right away? What if baby doesn't want to latch? That's a pretty common problem, I would imagine.
It is. It can happen. I always say seek help as soon as you can. Try not to just feel like, oh my gosh, I just need to give them the bottle. Like a lot of skin to skin can help.
Right.
Skin to skin can encourage babies to latch on. And babies can feel your stress. Like if you're like, oh, really tense trying to latch, that can affect them latching. And then also too, like when you offer the breast, because a lot of times we wait till baby is crying as a sign of hunger, and really it's really subtle cues when they're half woke, half asleep. If you offer the breast sooner, you're more likely to get the baby to engage at the breast.
Right. That's a super good point. I think I didn't learn that one until my 3rd. Like, don't wait until the child is absolutely screaming.
Yes.
Because then you're all stressed.
You both are stressed. It is like a rough time at the breast. Oh yeah.
I love that. Awesome. I'll kick it over to Lindsay.
Yeah, and real quick, so you also have a giveaway that we're going to do for one of our audience members. So do you want to explain your giveaway just a little bit?
I am. So actually, this is like the first time I'm saying it publicly. So this is like a debut. Ooh,
I wish we had
I know, like,
some magic sprinkle going on right now.
Yes.
So I'm actually starting a breastfeeding subscription box.
Oh my
So,
It's so exciting.
So it's going to be like a series of 3 different boxes, but the first one that I'm giving away tonight, it'll be the 3rd trimester box. So it's going to have all types of breastfeeding goodies to have moms ready for when they deliver.
Love it.
It's branded, super cute. So whatever mom wins tonight.
Oh my gosh.
It's going to be full of juicy goodies. So I'm excited. The website will drop this Friday, and so I will be happy to share it with all the moms. But this mom tonight gets an exclusive. So,
oh my gosh, I can think of at least 5 people I know off the top of my head right now who are like, sign me up. I love it.
But
yeah, awesome.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, that's really exciting. Okay,
love it.
So we will wait just a couple of minutes and we'll tell you how to enter for that giveaway. But then I have another question for you. And this was probably my struggle with all 3 of mine. So I get baby latched, but how do I know if the baby is latched correctly?
Oh, I was so ready. Let me tell you. I was ready for this. I was like, somebody is going to ask this question.
Visuals.
So, like, to know the baby is latched and get enough milk, like, I like to use Elmo when I teach breastfeeding class because he usually has a nice wide mouth. So you want a nice wide mouth. I always tell moms, because a lot of moms be like, well, I tried to get as much, areola, or most of the time moms are going straight for the nipple in. I always say if you can do nose to nipple and do your hands around their neck and not behind their head, so they won't resist and look back. This way you letting the baby like lean back, get a nice wide mouth. You start at the nipple and then you guys will meet and you get as much areola in there as possible.
Oh yeah.
So usually it feels more like just a nice gentle tug. You can tell when the baby's right down there on the nipple. And you should hear, like, after about 3 to 5 sucks, you should hear a swallow. If the baby's like working hard and it's taking you a long time to hear a swallow, then you know they're working too hard. But I always say my other trick is the wet and poopy diapers. If you're getting good wets and you're getting good poopies as like that chart goes on, and consistent, that's a great way to tell that your baby's got enough milk.
Okay. And I think another thing that kind of to piggyback off of that, it shouldn't hurt. Like when baby latched, it should not hurt, correct?
It shouldn't. You might have some tenderness in the beginning, which is totally normal. But I see moms, you go to latch and you're cringing, or you're about to cry, and that is not normal. So it's all about just trying to fix the latch and making sure nothing else is going on.
Okay, wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's so important.
It is, because that's information right there.
It is. Making sure baby goes.
So yes. Yes.
And I love Elmo. Elmo's a wonderful participant in our live video. Yeah.
I know, right? I was so ready. I was like, tell me I'm going to get to use Elmo.
That's perfect because you can visualize his mouth. I think that's great. Rather than just saying, make sure the baby's mouth is open wide. That helps so much more. For me, I'm like, man, where was Elmo 3 years ago?
Where was Elmo 3 years ago? He's here now, though.
He's here now.
He's here now.
All right. And so my next question for you is kind of general, and I know it'll change as baby changes, but so let's say with a newborn, how often would you anticipate a newborn eating?
So we like to say 8 or more in 24. But I know moms, we kind of get like stuck in the schedule. We got new baby. We want to be stuck in this routine. And it's like, throw the routine out the window. So I say 8 or more in 24.
Say that one again.
Throw the routine out the window. You just gotta, baby runs your life now.
You're not in charge.
So like I have moms who will say, well, I just fed him an hour ago. Shouldn't he eat every 2 hours? But this is a newborn. And so say they might go through periods of cluster feed in the daytime, a longer few little stretches here and there. So it's all about on demand. Like if the baby's hungry, just offer the breast. And then that is how you get an awesome milk supply in the beginning. Instead of timing yourself and putting a restriction on your body. Those first few weeks, you should Just let your body do what it needs to do. Let the baby do what it needs to do, and then let your body regulate.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. And I think that probably goes along with the relaxing element of it too. Just relax and just go with the flow.
Go with the flow. No
pun
routine.
intended.
Right. The good flow. Yeah.
Right? The good flow. Oh, that's funny. Are there any things that you would recommend for increasing supply, or do you work with mothers who have low supply, and is there something that you use for that?
So usually my first thing, I know, like, I'm part of mom groups, or I have people tag me in mom group questions with that very question. So the main thing I always say, find out, it could be a cause of your low supply, and it could be the latch. So if you go and you start taking teas and supplements, and it might increase it for a moment, but then if the main problem isn't fixed, it's going to go right back to normal. So I always say, assess what the problem is first. And then a lot of times moms just aren't putting the baby to the breast that often. And that's a big thing. If you aren't putting the baby to the breast often, that's going to cause that's going to cause a dip. And then, like, some moms, you know, you just need a little bit of help. My usual first go-to is power pumping. And if you're going to do the power pumping, though, my little secret trick that I tell moms is to do it for 3 days, but to do it 3 times a day, and try to do it the same times
every day,
those 3 days.
Interesting. I feel like that needs a hashtag, power pump.
It does. Power pump that. I did just share, and I did just blog about it too on my website. So if you want to, like, make sure you got it down pat.
Yeah,
you know more about it. So yeah, I usually say power pumping first. It's usually the go-to. I tell moms, let me tell you, fenugreek is not like all it's cracked up to be, because it can actually lower your supply.
Ooh, good to know.
If you have thyroid issues, it can interfere also. And it can upset the baby's tummy too. So that's kind of one that I rather say stay away from if you can.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's the worst too. You don't want an infant with an upset tummy. Oh my gosh. No, that's the worst.
That's longer nights for you, mama.
Yeah, without a doubt. And you don't need that.
So those are like the main things. Like, make sure you know what's going on first, and then a good power pumping session or 2 will probably solve your problems.
Awesome. And you can go to your website to learn more about power pumping. So anyone who's listening, who's wondering what that is, check out Shonté's website, and she has a post about it.
Definitely.
Okay, I have a question from someone that's watching live right now with us. Which pump do you recommend using? Do you have a favorite pump?
Which one did she say?
Do you have a favorite?
Do I have a favorite pump? So I'll be honest, all these years, and I got 4 babies, I've used the Medela. I've used the Medela all these years.
Yeah, that's what
But I'm going to tell you what other moms tell me. Moms are loving the Spectra pump.
Yeah.
Moms love the Spectras. They're quieter than a Medela. And I will say they are quieter. And I've heard some moms say that they feel like they make more milk.
Okay. Interesting.
So,
that's interesting.
And I will also say, do not underestimate a manual pump. There are moms
really
had like hard times using the double electric pumps, and I'm like, well, they feel like they aren't getting. Let's try the manual, and they love the manual.
Oh my gosh, that's good to know. I would have never thought that. So
yeah,
awesome.
And one more pumping thing: size matters. Make sure you have the right size flanges, because regardless of what pump, if you're not fitted right, it'll lower your supply. You'll feel like you're not getting enough out. So
yeah, which would be frustrating.
So, how do you know which size flanges are correct?
So I think Medela and Spectra, I think most of them have it on their sites that you can like kind of size yourself and see, but you can always contact a lactation professional, and we can let you know.
International certified.
There you go. And we can let you know like if you're properly fitted or not.
Okay. That's awesome. I never knew that. Like, I'm learning so much from doing these, interviews with all of you experts, because I would have never known that. I thought just one size fits all, pop it on and pump. Yeah.
I wish it was that easy, but no.
Yeah. Right.
Right. And so we had mentioned the giveaway that you're doing through YOLO Breastfeeding, your company. And we are going to ask everyone that's watching, and we're going to kind of mess you guys up a little bit. We're going to be downloading this video. We're live on our Facebook page right now. We're going to be downloading it. We're going to be putting it over into our Baby Sprinkle event. Once it uploads, if you will comment on the video, did you or a friend, cousin, relative, anyone use a lactation consultant? We just want to know. We're curious. I didn't. Hindsight is 20.
I did not, and I should have, without a doubt.
I think I would have benefited quite a bit. So on the video, and we'll make another announcement of where to enter the giveaway because the live is on our page. So did you or someone you know use a lactation consultant? Let us know. All right.
Double points if you use me. No.
Right?
Seriously.
Extra credit.
Extra credit. I like it.
I love it. That's awesome.
Okay.
So I think we kind of already covered, like you talked about how babies latch correctly. You went over that with Elmo. And could you show us just one more time? Because I feel like it's such a big question. Even moms who are currently nursing.
So definitely around the neck, ear to ear, not the back of the head. And then you want to nose to nipple. You want to allow baby to lean back open wide, and you guys come together. You get nice and snug. And that's another thing. Moms, and I've seen it several times, you don't like to hold a baby snug to the breast, but they'll slowly slip down. And if they're not going to smother, they are smart.
I had somebody tell me that you're smothering your baby. They can't breathe. And I thought, well, how else am I supposed to do this? Like, I had a big engorged breast. So I know, right? What do you want me to do?
Breast and no, they're smart little people, and they'll push themselves up. So
okay.
Really? That's so interesting.
I've seen it so many times. Like they'll pull themselves up. So yeah. Unless your boob is like humongous, then I'm like, well, let me get you a pillow or something to kind of help. The baby does, but most of the time they're sufficient enough where they'll like push themselves up a little bit.
Okay, awesome. Kind of piggybacking on that, how do you know, like, what are the signs of an infection? I know a number of us who have had children have had mastitis or have had infections, and it is real. It is painful. And if you've never had it, you might not know what the signs are, and you might think, oh my God, what is happening? Because it comes on fast.
It does. It can come on fast. So like mastitis can be triggered by a few things. So if you have like cracked nipples, infection can set in that way, clogged ducts, engorgement. So all those other things can lead into mastitis. So like under the breast might be like really shiny, red, might have redness, a lot of hard spots.
Okay.
Mom usually, most of the tell signs of mastitis, usually mom feels ran down, feel like she's sick.
Right.
And then the last thing is usually a fever. Okay. And that's like the last sign. So a lot of people look for the fever first, and it's like I look for all the other stuff first.
Right. Absolutely.
You can have stringy milk, like if you were to pump it out, it can be stringy. Yeah. You can have like some little signs of pus going on and things like that. For moms, it is totally safe for you to breastfeed while you have mastitis.
That is a good thing to know, because you would think if your milk looks stringy or if you're not feeling well, like maybe I shouldn't, because it might affect my child.
No, so you can. And the most important thing is you want to like get the milk moving in that breast. You want to empty that breast as much.
Get it out.
And an antibiotic is usually needed to treat mastitis.
To treat that, I feel like I just checked every box of like with my kids. Yep, that I had that.
Right,
that.
And I know it sounds horrible. The best way to treat it is for you to rest and empty that breast. And I know you got a new baby, and it's like, how am I supposed to rest? But to rest as much as you can.
Right. No, absolutely. Yeah.
Oh, and the trick for that too is like, because a lot of times you're engorged with that breast, and a lot of people like to put heat on it. But if you use like a cold compress, it reduces the swelling and helps that milk move.
I totally thought heat. I remember sitting with the heating
Really?
pad
Yes.
on
The
me.
heat can heat with it can help with the soreness, but if you want to reduce that swelling and help get it rolling.
It's the cold. Lindsay's a nurse too. Look at this. She's learning something.
No, I'm very puzzled because yes, the cooling does will help with inflammation, but it's just surprising to me. And it makes sense though. Mm-hmm. But everything that I was ever told was like warm showers and warm compresses and using your warm hands and massage. So that's amazing to me. It really is. I'm shocked. That's so cool.
Swelling down and help it move, because you got to think you got everything's swollen in there. It's hard to get things moving. So yeah,
you need to work it out. I feel like we need to put a song on. Work it out.
That's where that hand massage can help you too, like some compression.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Good to
know. Right.
Okay,
cool. And real quick, we're going to interrupt you because we are doing a grand prize giveaway for one lucky reader. It is worth over $1,800. I think it's even $1,000.
It keeps growing. It keeps growing.
And it includes a diaper bag and bottle warmers, and a bottle warmer that is breast milk friendly, the Kindy.
I love it.
Vitamins and lactation cookies and oh my gosh, I can't even think. Gift certificates, and it's amazing. But in order to win that giveaway, you have to watch videos from all of our experts. And during each video, there is going to be a little snippet somewhere that is going to have a word. And the 5 videos will form in order a 5-word sentence. And you will need to send Mid-Michigan Moms a direct message with that phrase in order to be entered. And then we will draw from those that have sent us the correct phrase. So I am going to interrupt us just for 10 seconds. And we are going to watch this quick little video. All right. Maybe we are. Hold on. There we go. All right. There you go.
Awesome. Cool.
Okay.
All right. So
I have one more question. Sorry, Courtney. I have one more question.
We're so full of questions, Shonte. We just can't contain it.
Fine.
I actually have 2 more questions. I'm sorry. My first question, should you wake your baby to eat in the middle of the night? If they are exclusively breastfed and they start to sleep through the night, should we continue to wake them up at night?
I say around 2 to 3 months. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That's interesting.
All right.
Like if you think about it, because then like say that's around the time you might go back to work, and then moms are like, oh my gosh, I started tanking, because it's your body's going to adjust to the needs that you put into it or taken from it.
Right.
Yeah. I always say like at least 1 feeding through the night or 1 pumping session through the night.
Okay. So that's what I was going to ask. If baby's sleeping really well, they seem comfortable, they had a good feed, it could be substituted with a pump to keep your supply up.
At 2 to 3 months, I'm okay with
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
2 to 3 months. Star that. Yeah.
All right. Okay. And then my last question, I don't know, Courtney might have another. Courtney, do you have any other questions?
No, go ahead. I'll go after you. Okay. I have one more after you.
Okay. Well, I just wanted to talk about YOLO more. So if you have another,
well, this is one that, let me just sneak this in there, because this is one that so many mothers are concerned about. Like, having a baby changes your body. It just does. Like, it doesn't matter if you're, skinny mini, you're always going to emerge from your, pregnancy looking and feeling a little bit different. So, so many people ask, like, what about losing weight while I'm breastfeeding? And there's so many things surrounding that. Like, should you worry about it? How do you approach that? So what do you usually tell your clients about losing weight while breastfeeding?
It works for some moms. And then I get some moms that are like, I gained weight while I was breastfeeding. Breastfeeding makes you hungry.
It does. Like, so hungry and thirsty. So thirsty.
And thirsty, yes.
Yes.
So I always say, if you can keep healthy snacks near you, you only need to have about 500 extra calories. So it's not like you add on as many as when you were pregnant.
Okay.
And if you just having like a balanced diet and everything, then you could probably still lose the weight, or at least, get in there where you losing something.
Right.
If you like going at it because it makes you hungry, it's just gonna still balance all out.
Yeah.
So that's how I try to tell it to moms. Like, it can work for you.
Right.
But you got to be working with it a little bit also. So I tell moms, don't diet while you breastfeed, but just
right. Right. No, you want to be healthy because yeah, for sure. So, okay, good. Awesome. All right.
So my last question, tell us more about YOLO. So you mentioned that you're a doula now, and you're a postpartum doula. So tell us, what other services do you provide? Kind of what is your service area? What else can we learn about YOLO breastfeeding?
Okay, so my service area, so of course, I'm here in Genesee County. Cool part about that for Genesee County moms, my services are free to you right now.
Wow, that's awesome.
That's amazing.
So with the Michigan Breastfeeding Network, I received some funding, and that funding allows me to service moms. So I'm like, take advantage of it.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Okay,
that's
free.
Awesome.
Yeah. Everyone.
So I do teach breastfeeding classes. Home visits, of course, for right now, it's a whole process.
Right, with COVID. Yeah.
So a lot of moms are okay virtual. If we just can't work it out virtually, I mean, we have options. We're gonna work it out. But we've been pretty good at working things out virtually right now, so I'm happy about that. There's I partner with Metro Hypnobirthing,
which you will hear more about. Everyone who's watching, Becky is one of our experts. You will see her later this week, and she gave you a very nice shout out. And I love that you guys partner together, because I feel like it creates such a community of support for women who are going through this phase of life. And that's why we do what we do, so we can showcase what you do, because we're all moms. We've been through it. If you've even been through it before, you still need a support network, and you want to be armed with so much knowledge as you approach this. So I love it.
And Becky and I met at Bloom. So
you did?
We met there. So
I didn't know
that was a great connection for the both of us. So
that's wonderful.
So before
so exciting,
we were taking Becky's classes, I will come at your last session, and I will come and talk to you about breastfeeding and the services. And so I was teaching her moms in-home lessons and stuff like that. So it's been a great partnership for her.
I love that. So Becky's with Metro Detroit Hypnobirthing. So those of you who are watching, tune in as we feature her later this week. She's got some great info too. And I learned a ton from Becky as well. So
I was like, hypnobirthing. I'm like, y'all out here hypnotizing mom. I was like, I had to learn.
That's what he's going to clear that up.
She clears it all up. Yeah.
Clears it up. So and then I screen moms, even though they might not really realize it, but I look for signs of postpartum depression. So of course, breastfeeding can help, put moms at lower risk for postpartum depression. But for moms who are set on breastfeeding, when it's not working out, it can also trigger postpartum depression.
Oh, that's such a good thing to talk about. Maternal mental health is so important.
So important. And I talk to moms about have a goal, just set your goal for the end of the week for breastfeeding. If that's make it to that next goal, and we just keep going from there. And so I care about mom's mental health as just as much as I care about you successfully breastfeeding. And I will be honest with you, if it comes to your mental health or breastfeeding between your provider and I, we're going to do what I think is best for you, because I still want you to enjoy motherhood. So
absolutely.
It's something that I really care about, the well-being of all our moms. So, but I also see moms, I've been to Detroit, I've gone the other way. Like, so if you're a mom and you reach out, if I can't get to you, I will connect you to someone that can. So yeah.
Okay, awesome. Great. Well, this has been so informative. So you said your website drops Friday, your new website, or are you saying the subscription box?
The subscription box website will drop.
Oh my goodness.
Awesome.
So excited.
So be sure to send us that link. We'd love to share it during the Baby Sprinkle event.
We'll share it with all the participants.
So whatever mama gets it, I want you to like hashtag let me know how you love the box.
Yeah, I want a box.
Will this be the first box going out?
This will be the first box going out.
Oh my gosh, this is awesome. Cool.
I'm excited and nervous. So yeah. So just so you know, in case you're excited about the boxes, there will be a baby shower box. So, if you ever want to gift it to a mama.
It's such a good idea.
Yeah, that's amazing. Love it. Love it.
Cool. Full of breastfeeding goodies. This is a good way to give mama a nudge. Like, I know you're breastfeeding, right? So
love it.
No, it is good. I mean, you say healthy snacks, and I haven't slept in 4 days, and my baby is just on my chest the entire time, and you want me to eat a healthy snack? I can't even, brush my hair. So I think that's great.
Yeah,
perfect.
Love it. So cool. All right. Well, Shonté, thank you so much. Again, for those of you who are just tuning in, Shonté is with us from YOLO Breastfeeding. She is an international board certified lactation consultant. We talked about a ton of awesome stuff in this live broadcast. Watch it from the beginning for the first word of the 5-word phrase that you will need to enter our grand prize giveaway. And I think that's it. Shonté, thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you
so
much.
This is
have a great evening.
Yeah, everybody have a good night.
Thank you.
Bye. Bye.